Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today's video is really telling you something that happened at the beginning of the year and something I've got that hopefully will stop all the hassle through the insurance company. We were next door neighbours decided he wants to mow his lawn now, but I'll carry on. That it was on the 2nd of January, we'd taken the car, it's only a couple of miles to the countryside, near his daughter's, and we went for a social distance walk, as you were allowed, with our two grandchildren and our daughter. So on the way, well, it started to snow while we were there, but it snowed really fast and the roads were covered with an inch and a half of snow. We're getting close to his village and we're going down a hill into the bottom of the village. Unfortunately, some person behind us decided to come too fast down the hill, couldn't stop and slammed into the back end of our car. It did make a mess of the back end of the car, but luckily, me and Karen only had a few aches and pains. We got out and checked a few things. But it's all the hassle you have to do with the insurance, etc. You have to prove you're not guilty because he was saying that we'd actually slid back into him. And that's an impossibility because if you're going downhill, how can you slide into somebody's front end when you're going downhill? I haven't got a clue. So I had to physically prove that I was not at fault and what he was saying was wrong. Of course, when you're in an accident, you don't think to take pictures of the accident. We did take a picture of his registration number just in case he wasn't actually insured or anything. But we didn't take any pictures of accident or anything. You don't think, you just get out. We didn't even give details. I phoned the insurance company up straight away. And it's only a couple of days later when things started moving through that I had to start sending proof of how things happened. So I just thought to myself, why haven't I got a dash cam? And I saw Phil from For the Love of Caravans review this Nextbase dash cam. So what I've done, I've treated myself to it. And hopefully, if I get hit up the back end or there's an accident at the front end, I've got video footage and it'll save all this hassle of trying to prove you're innocent to the insurance company. I haven't had an accident for a lot of years, so to me it was very stressful actually trying to prove yourself that prove to them that you were the innocent party. There were actually no witnesses, so it was only mine and Karen's word against the lad who was driving this car behind us. So what we'll do now is we'll just show you what I've bought and we'll just go through a few things, what's in it, and at a later date I'll give you an update of when I've fitted it, what I think to it, etc. And this isn't a paid promotion or anything. I have bought it with my own money. It's from the Nextbase website. And it cost me just under £170 for the kit. I did buy the Hardwire Kit, so I don't have to use my 12-volt plug in the car. So I'll hopefully hardwire it into the fuse box somewhere. Right, so we'll show you what we've got in the kit and we'll see you later on. So what's come in the kit is the 322 Nextbase camera. There is the rear window camera. There's also a 64GB micro SD card. There's a carry case for the camera and a reflection lens that goes on the front facing camera. The hardware in Hardwire Kit was the extra board. So the whole kit coming at just under £170 from Nextbase website, and it will be delivered in a couple of days. So on the camera you've got full HD video, click and GoPro GPS mount, high definition touchscreen, GPS speed and location. You can connect it to Wi-Fi and emergency response. You can set up an SOS. So like in the box, it's got your Nextbase camera, your click and go Pro GPS mount, your 12.24 power cable, USB cable, suction mount, power cable and fitting tool, power cable fitting tool, and a quick start guide. Right, so this is the front facing camera. I've taken the cellophane off. Let me try and unsticky. Right, so you get a warning sticker to say it's protected. You get a thank you for purchasing, etc. Startup guide. Cables, etc. You mount with 3M sticker on and a suction cup mount as well, so you got a choice there. I won't be using that one because I've got the hardwiring kit, hopefully. And the Nextbase camera. So that's what's in that kit. Oh, you get some other things as well. You get USB charge kit and a trim kit for putting the cabling in, and also a spare 3M sticker pad. So this is the little camera. As you can see from the size, it's got, you can hear people talking, etc. if you want. Charge for a full 2 hours, gives you all sorts of information on the back there. I'm not going to unwrap it yet, but you've got your power in there and it clicks onto your magnetic mount. I think it's magnetic mount. That's your stick-on magnetic with your power point in there, and you physically just magnetizes onto the, which is a really good magnet. That's better than I thought. So that's going to be perfect for front facing, and like you say, if I do have any issues with somebody running into my back end, it'll all be recorded on this camera. Probably lots of people have got Nextbase cameras, but I just thought I'd show this as it's new to me. So this is the rear view camera. There's not really a lot to say about it, it's just a camera and a cable really, but we'll have a look in the box. We've opened it up, and there you have the camera, which is magnetic actually. You can click it on, so you've got whatever angle you want. I suppose it depends how you want it fitting, so that's a good strong magnet on that as well. You've got the cable to run along from the front to the back, all connected to the camera. Different connections. We'll need to read the instructions for that, I think. You also get a spare sticky pad, 3M sticky pad, and of course the obligatory instructions, just telling you how to run the cable or whatever, where to run it. So this is the reflection free lens, which has got a polarizing filter that reduces windscreen reflection and glare. So that just, in theory, is just a lens. Instructions again. A little lens that looks like it sticks onto the front. Don't know, I'll have to read that, but it's got like a pull off. Oh, it'll be the lens protectorate, I guess. So that just either screws on or pushes onto the front of the front facing camera. So it also comes with the micro USB, which is 64 megabyte, Nextbase homemade, and the adapter so you can put it into a bigger slot in your computer, etc. And this is the little carry case. They're all well wrapped up, must admit. That's a nice little carry case. Like you got space for USB down there. Just a protective case really. It ain't got a belt clip or anything. But it's handy just to put your camera in. Right, so this is the extra accessory I bought, which is the dashcam hardwire kit. So all that really is just cabling so you can wire it into fuses, etc. So you've got different adapters, I think, looking at it. You've got different ends, depending on how you want to run it, where you run it to. Different types of fittings for different fuses. Looks like that's an interference, like a magnet clip that goes around the cable, I think. We definitely need to read the instructions on that one. And of course in the box you've got your full wiring instructions of how to fit it to a fuse or whatever. There's probably some videos on YouTube of how to do hard wiring. That's it for this video. Hope you enjoyed looking at what I got. Hopefully in the future we'll end up with a bit of a review on it and some footage I've taken off it, and I might show you fitting it, but I'm not confident about filming that actually. But if you like what you see, don't forget, give me that little thumbs up. Don't forget to click that little subscribe button and also click that notification bell if you enjoy this video, and you might enjoy some more of my videos in the future. So until the next video, we'll say goodbye for now. Goodbye. See you in the next video. Bye.